Now, with the police swarming the house, and just as everyone's about to head back to their Earth, Keith, blinded by vengeance, bursts through the wall and attacks Chris. Now, the crew saves Chris, and they dogpile Keith, relentlessly beating him up and almost killing him. Now, this is where the episode, and this is what I wish the season would have been a little bit more emotionally satisfying. We watch a great moment from John Cena as an actor, as this is a traumatic moment for Chris, who was forced to relive the death of his brother. Even this alternate version, he feels bad for Keith. He doesn't want him to die, so we watch him screams for them to stop. The reason this scene works so well and why I think it's probably the strongest moment of this episode and one of the strongest moments of the season, think about when we first met Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad film and how he was so relentless in killing people by any means necessary, and just look how far he's come. He knows this Keith is not a good guy. This world that he's in is not a good world, but yet he doesn't want to fight violence with violence. Peacemaker is changing. He doesn't want to kill just for the sake of killing. Again, the emotional moment, the scream for them to stop, all was just fantastic, and like I said, it's the highlight of this episode for me. Now, as we wrap up, they finally jump to the dimensional chamber, but the consequences aren't over. Back on Earth X, we see Harcourt attempts to finish the job, aiming to shoot Keith in the head so he won't be able to chase Chris across dimensions. But just in the nick of time, the police come back again, forcing her to escape and leaving Earth X and Keith alive, who's crying in the back of an ambulance. Now, this to me guarantees a future villain driven by revenge for his father and brother. I don't know if that's going to be an episode 8 finale or if this gets greenlit for season 3. I definitely hope that there is more to this Keith storyline in the near future. But also, I can't go without mentioning, seeing the two vigilantes saying goodbye to each other was an awesome moment. And I'm not going to lie, for a split second, I thought that one of the Adrians was going to die and maybe the other Adrian was going to come into our Earth, or maybe Earth X Adrian was going to want to come to Earth to kind of live in a better world, but we didn't see that happen. Now, while all that was happening, back on Earth, Rick Flag Sr. and Sydney, Lex Luthor's tech expert who literally wrote the book on dimensional connectivity, were already tracking them while all this was going on. Now, in our final scene, we see Rick Flag Sr. meets the returning group, and Chris, he immediately throws himself under the bus to protect his friends, telling Flag that the others came to the other world to steal the technology back and to capture him. As our final scene shows Chris, now arrested, being taken away by the Argus agents.